Hello, Snack Pack. Welcome back to Travel Snacks. Or if this is your first time, welcome. Hello, Snack Pack. Welcome back to Travel Snacks. Or if this is your first time, welcome. I said it twice because I'm sitting in my car and I think my car connected to its Bluetooth and I think you weren't maybe able to hear me. If you are new and you don't know what Travel Snacks is about travel tips, eating good food, and using the resources you have. And also, if you want to live in your car, I live in my car when I'm traveling, so I give a lot of resources about that. And really, it's a goal, and goal stands for get out and live. So that's basically what I'm doing. And if you're following this channel, then typically you like to travel and you probably like, uh, saving money as well, like I do. So today we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to celebrate about. That's why I have these balloons, which I'll talk about in just a little bit. But today I am coming to you from a town in California called Encinitas. It's a beach town and it is just a very lovely community. It's kind of small. It's another name for the area is Lucadia, if you want to check that out. And it's a nice beach town where everybody is just like kind of, a community, and everybody kind of gets together and does things like outdoorsy stuff, and it's just very beautiful. And where I'm sitting in the shade, but I am very close to the beach. So I'm going to walk up there in a little bit and show you guys. Hey Grant, how you doing? Welcome. So I wanted to sit in the shade because the last live stream, if you were on there, you know that we were in Palm Springs and it was over 100 degrees and my phone kept overheating. So I don't think that's going to happen today because it's like 75 degrees. Hey Snow Panther, what's up with the balloons? I'm going to talk about that in just a minute because we have some things to celebrate today. So as I was saying, like we're in the Encinitas, the town of Encinitas, and we're very close to the beach, walkable from where I'm sitting. Let's see. I remember that I was on there, sort of. Okay, so last week we had the live stream and Grant was on there, and since I was walking around outside, it was so hot, my phone kept overheating and just shutting down. It kept having a temperature warning, and it was very bright out, and I couldn't see my screen, and I would just kept scrambling to try to get the screen back going. And I guess when I was just touching stuff on the screen, I accidentally blocked, for sure, Grant, who's on this live stream, but also maybe some other people that I don't even know about. Hopefully, I blocked some people that were being dumb and I did it on accident, but it worked out. I don't know. But hopefully we're in a good position today. It's a very beautiful day out and it's not too hot so far. So I think that's we're in a better position. Sorority stories. Hey Jay, you did it. Yeah, so happy. Woo! We're going to talk about that in just a second. And yeah, so today's a day of celebration. So let's see. As I mentioned, I'm near the beach, so it's a nice day, but where are you watching from and what is the weather like where you're at? It's a beautiful day. So one of the reasons that I came here, because this where I'm at is about, I don't know, 2.5-ish hours from where I am staying with my parents. But the reason, 70 degrees, yes. Yeah, it's 76 degrees right now where I'm at. So one of the main reasons I came out here is, number one, where I'm staying in the desert, it's so hot and I just wanted to get out of the desert. And number two, over here in the beach areas, they're experiencing the bioluminescence, which I don't exactly know how it all works. But basically, if you go to the beach areas at night, the water is like electric blue, like lightning is hitting the water, but it's just coming from within the water. And I think it's because of like dolphins and sea things that are like glowing. And it only happens during like certain times of the year. So I drove out here yesterday and I went to Sunset Cliffs and it was so busy. There were so many people there. Like people were social distancing and some people had masks and stuff, but it was just so many people. But I was able to see the bioluminescence. I did film it, but my camera's not the best in terms of like low light, so I haven't even checked the footage yet. So I don't know, but I'm gonna make a video about it. and it was just awesome to see. So if you ever get a chance to get out to California, I don't know if it's just on the West Coast or not. I'll do a little research before I edit that video. So I drove out here last night and I did that. And I was there probably till like 10 at night, and then I just stayed in my back seat, and then I decided to stay here so I could do this live stream from here so that I can show you the beach in just a little bit. So that was really cool. Let's see. It's balmy 65 here in Edmonton. Oh, okay. Well, 65's better than, like, you know, negative degrees. So that's pretty good. Let's see. So, let's see. What should I talk about first? We have a lot to celebrate. Well, I didn't want to tell you guys because I was kind of being a little selfish, but I have a new boo. And, you know, I kind of want to keep it to myself, but also you guys are like family, so I wanted to share it with you. So I got these snacks, New Boo nut butter bites. I'm just kidding. I don't have a boyfriend still, but I do have these nut butter bites. Actually, the company New Boo sent these to me, which is something to celebrate because this is like my first snack sponsor, and it's like amazing because it's the perfect snack. So they just basically sent me a message and they're like, can we send you snacks? And I'm like, yeah, of course, snacks are delicious. But these are good because they're easy to carry. They have only 7 ingredients. They're gluten-free, dairy-free, which is great because I'm lactose intolerant. And also, they're vegan. Not that I'm a vegan, but, you know, I've been working towards a plant-based diet and trying to eat better. And these are so easy to carry along. Like, I try to keep a lot of protein in my diet. And I did try these. This one is the cashew, and this is the pecan. And then they have peanut butter or peanuts. So basically, these are made with nut butters, and they're all made with like peanut butter, nut butter. But then they add the like different kind of nuts in here. So they're just like little nubs. Like, I tried it earlier just to make sure that they were delicious. And they are. They're so good. The only problem with these is that they're so good that I have to like contain myself from eating the whole bag. I'd say, let's see. I mean, it's not too many calories. But I'd say in terms of taste, it tastes like a little bit like a Nutter Butter, but not as sugary. And have you guys ever had those Chico Stick candy bars? Or they're not candy bars, but they're like, it's like a candy. Okay, it's like a Butterfinger without chocolate. And I got that peanut butter stuff in my mouth, but it's very delicious. I can just tell you, it's very delicious. But if you've had a Chico Stick, it tastes like that, or a Butterfinger if it didn't have chocolate. So anyways, that's what I've been snacking on this week. Also, now that I have those, this is not as good. I mean, I have been snacking on these Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds, but you know, they're still just like plain basic almonds, which is fine. But I don't know. That's basically all my snacks because I've really been focusing on my health and fitness. Snacks, I don't have a lot of snacks that are like usually I have like chips and salsa and all kinds of like sugary stuff, but I've really been trying to contain myself. One more food item, and then I'll talk about the celebration. So I love coffee. I have coffee every morning. I don't even drink it for the caffeine. I could just drink decaf, but I like it very sugary and sweet and creamy. So this is the best coffee that I've had, Seattle's Best, and it's a breakfast blend. And the problem with this is that we don't have it in all the California stores. I don't know why. And even when I was traveling in Seattle, none of the Walmarts and Targets had this. So every time I come to San Diego, I have to pick this one up. You live in Seattle? Okay, go to some of the stores, and like Seattle's Best is in a lot of stores, but this breakfast blend, this is the one I couldn't find when I was in Seattle or Portland or anywhere. So I could find it in San Diego and when I was in Atlanta and when I was in Florida. Like, they have them in certain stores and not other stores. So anyway, I came down here and I picked up 2 bags because me and my dad like to have this every morning. Okay, so what are we celebrating? Why do I have these balloons for you guys? Well, first of all, we're celebrating the Travel Snacks channel being basically an official YouTube channel. I'll keep an eye out, but I go to Starbucks for the iced latte. Starbucks is delicious. They have the best iced coffee. Okay, so here's the story. And if you guys follow my Instagram, then you're going to probably hear me repeating the story. But it's a fun story, so, and it won't take that long. And then I'm going to get out and show you the beach. So as you guys know or don't know, I don't know, but YouTube, in order to be like an official channel that you can monetize the channel and like, you know, basically like make money off of YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. The 1,000 subscribers we hit back in February, and then I really like was putting a lot of effort to ask people to help out so we could hit our 4,000 watch hours in the month of April. Now, it's not super easy to do because that requires a lot of watching. And so many people came together and just started playing the Travel Snacks playlists and just really got us over the edge. And I wanted to hit it, the 4,000 watch hours in the month of April. And we hit it on April 30th. And like, that in itself is very exciting to me because obviously that's one step closer for me to like legitimize the Travel Snacks YouTube channel. But more than anything, it was just like so heartwarming to like, because I don't like to ask for help. I like to just do things on my own. And also, like, I have a very small group of friends and like I tend to be introverted, but I just put myself out there and I was like, okay, this is the time I'm going to start asking for help because I can't do this on my own. And so I started really like asking people to join with me and try to like get this channel over the edge of the 4,000 hours. And over 30 people, probably more, but just the ones that I know for sure that sent me messages, over 30 people joined in to help. And that day that we hit the 4,000 watch hours, I put out a message on Instagram thanking everybody individually, but more so than hitting that goal was just to see how, just like how, what a blessing it was that so many people cared enough to do that. And that just means so much to me. And of all the things, that just means just so, like, I don't even know, it just means so much to me. And so I appreciate every one of you who ever watched the videos or whoever watches any of my videos. I really appreciate it. I truly do. So we hit the 4,000 watch hours. And so as soon as that ticked over, YouTube changes the page. Thank you so much. YouTube switches over the page on the monetization page and says, okay, we see that you hit the 4,000 watch hours and now your channel goes into review. And so that is a process that is done by humans. It's not usually done by robots. They review your channel. They make sure that there's no nudity and like a bunch of cussing and like violence or racism or whatever. They have like a process to make sure that your channel is legit and it's, a good channel. And so basically what happens when they do that, there's a little notice at the bottom and says, we're going to, your channel hit these milestones and now we're putting you in review, and it usually takes about a month. And then at the bottom, it's like, and due to the circumstances of basically the pandemic, it could take longer. And I was reading some of the forums and some of the people were complaining that their channels hadn't even gotten into review for like 6 months. And I was like, right there, I was just like, no, that's not going to happen to me. Like, I know God's going to make a way, and I know that this channel is going to get reviewed like super quick. And so I just was like, all right, there's nothing more that I can do in terms of the review process because it's done by YouTube. So I just left it alone and I prayed about it and I was like, I give it up to you, God, and just that's the way it's going to be. And then yesterday, I checked my email and there was a message that said congratulations from YouTube. And I was like, oh, that's probably the message they send congratulating when you cross over the 4,000 watch hours. So I opened it and it was like, congratulations, we finished your review and you've been accepted into the YouTube Partner Program, which is the monetization. And then I was like, wait, what? Like, it hasn't even been 24 hours. Like, and then so I looked through my email, like I just scrolled down, like, and 2 messages earlier from that was the message congratulating for the 4,000 watch hours. So they did send that first message, but I just didn't see it because 2 hours later, I got the email that said we already accepted your channel. We already reviewed it. Like I was in a little bit of shock because I was like, I've never ever heard of that. Like both my sons are YouTubers and we know other YouTubers and everybody's always waited like at least a month for their review. And I'm over here like what is this? How do I get this email? And I was just like, and so I was at a stop sign when I read that. And so I actually pulled over and I grabbed my computer from the back and I turned it on and I went to the behind the scenes page on my YouTube channel where I do like uploading and stuff. And just to check to see if that tab was live, and it was. So there was no mistake. They've already reviewed my channel and it's ready for monetization. And you know, you might think like, okay, big deal, that's great for you, but like it is a big deal because for me it's just like a validation because I left my job last year to pursue YouTube and to pursue like helping people with traveling and just like doing the best I can to like encourage people to get out and live. And so for me to be able to start now earning an income off of YouTube, I know it's not like it doesn't happen overnight, even now that I can monetize, but it just like kind of legitimizes what I'm doing and all the hard work that I put into like editing and stuff. It now is able to start seeing some payoff. And so it just like yesterday was just like a great day. And so once again, like I give glory to God, but also I just thank everyone that just has been just being so supportive of the channel. What? I didn't even know I had super chat. Thank you so much, Snow Panther. You're making me a little emotional. That is awesome. I'm so happy. That's so great. Um, I guess that's another perk of having monetization is super chat. Didn't know that that was even like a thing yet. So that's another thing. So it's just awesome. So anyways, I'll stop blapping about it. So I bought these balloons to like tell you guys you're number one, congratulate us on our channel victory, and you're so special, and you guys are truly like the best snack pack and so supportive. And I just can't wait to continue to do more and more on the channel. And what's really cool is like I have so many ideas and actually so many videos. What? $10? Come on, guys, this is crazy. I don't think you guys understand. Like, I don't have any income right now. And I didn't even get the stimulus yet. Like, everybody I know has gotten that stimulus money. And I'm like, listen, government, I don't even have, like, I don't have any money and you guys could help a girl out, but they haven't yet. So like $10, $5, listen, that's like gas for me or like, food or whatever. So it really means a lot. So thank you so much. But anyways, I have so many videos like already filmed. I just need to edit. I have so many ideas, so many things I want to show you, and so many places I want to, experience and explore so that I can show you guys. So if there's ever anything that like you guys want me to explore or whatever, then let me know. You can always reach me in the comments on the videos, or you can reach me on my Instagram, which is travelsnacks_. Let's see. Unfortunately, I'm still working. Oh, awesome. Yeah. I do know there's several people that's still working, and it's great. Like, especially if you can work from home. I know some people are essential workers that still have to go out and, like go out into the workforce. but it's also really great when you can continue and not have to like worry about like the unemployment, because like there's a lot of people doing the unemployment and being like stalled, you know, in that whole system. So, all right. So, I celebrate you. I celebrate just the growing of this channel. And I also want to get out of this car because it's getting a little hot in here. And I want to walk up to the beach and show you. Now, I say this with a bit of caution because, let me turn my car off so I don't burn my battery out and have to get my jumper cables out. So I say this with a bit of caution because last time my phone overheated. Now, even though it's not as hot out here, you know, when your phone is doing like a lot of work, it starts to overheat. So I probably won't stay out very long, but I do want to show you like the area real quick, and then I'll come back to my car. The bad part, oh, oops, hold on. The bad part about Super Chat is that you don't get it until the 23rd of the following month, and YouTube takes 30%. Well, that's okay. I'm okay with that. I mean, I guess it is YouTube's platform, and so, you know, I didn't develop anything, so they can take whatever part they feel is theirs. Actually, I think I knew that because my sons, they do live streams sometimes. They were telling me it was like 50%, but I don't know if they were like embellishing that. So sometimes they ask their supporters to like just PayPal them or Cash App them or whatever if they want to support. But to me, either way, like I just feel it's a blessing no matter how it comes, and I appreciate it. And I actually appreciate YouTube as a platform. I mean, I think some of their rules are, you know, stringent, but also I understand a little bit why. So let me get myself together here, put my snacks on the ground. Hopefully someone doesn't break in and steal my Nubu snacks. Hold on, I gotta turn my car on so that I can roll my windows up. Okay, wait, I'm gonna put my hat on because it's hot. Oh man, that looks weird. I should have untightened this a little bit. Please don't overheat. Okay, Grant, I'm gonna really try not to block you today. I gotta be careful because where I'm parked is a bike path right next to me, and I don't wanna, you know, open my door and smash somebody. That'd be bad. All right, hold on. Okay. So far we're connected. So far so good. So as you can see, I'm in just like a beach community. There's a lot of people walking around, so bear with me. I have my mask in my bag. And this is uphill, so I'm getting my steps in today. I got my steps in a lot yesterday because I walked over to the Sunset Cliffs and saw that bioluminescence. You couldn't go down to the water because it was on a cliff, but you guys know I've been trying to work out, but still not in 100% great shape. So this is like part of the Encinitas. This is a little bit further down, not in like the main town, but there's these, like at the end of each street, there's these little like sections, oh, maybe it's windy, that you can look at the beach. So I'm gonna be quiet for just a second because there's people walking by. Oh, that's cool, look. I got like hand sanitizers. All right, there's people here. So I'm gonna walk on the grass. Yeah, I'm gonna walk on the grass and show you guys the beautiful ocean. Okay. It is so pretty. Walk over here. So, um, I don't know if you guys can hear me because it's a little bit windy. But what's weird to me is because this is the first time I'm seeing the ocean today, like in the daytime, and the ocean water and it looks like more brown than usual, like almost like a burnt orange brown. And that's a little curious to me because I used to live here and I don't think I've ever seen it like in that color. I mean, our water's not like crisp blue like in Florida typically, but I've never seen it like that brown. So maybe like without people's bodies being in there so much, maybe it's just like it's natural, like, I don't know, natural environment. I don't know. I'm gonna walk down to like the next alcove. Maybe there'll be less people because I'm trying to social distance up a little bit just to respect other people. Let's see. I don't see much ocean where I live. Oh, yeah. I think like as much traveling as I do, I love seeing other parts of the world and the US and just everything. But I love being near the coast and being near water. And I don't plan to settle down anytime soon in terms of like getting an apartment or anything. But if I did, it would definitely be in like a beach community. I mean, I don't have to live on the beach, but at least, you know, within driving distance because it's so pretty, but it's so expensive here. I'm gonna walk down here and see if I can go to the next one because this is like, I'll turn around to see. It's just like a regular community. And also, okay, so let's see. So places to eat here in Encinitas. I think it's called the Lotus Cafe. I haven't been here in a while, but I think it's the Lotus Cafe, and they have excellent, like, kind of health food, but it doesn't taste like bland. Like their turkey sandwich, it's so good. It's just like a basic turkey sandwich, but whatever they do to it, it just feels like so fresh. And then there's a place here called the Taco Stand. It's just tacos, but people are, even when I drove up today, people were standing like in line, which is crazy because they are even social distancing, but when it's not a pandemic, that place always has a line. To me, their tacos are good, but I don't know, nothing like spectacular. There's a couple other places I'm forgetting, but I'm gonna get up here and then turn the camera around so you guys could see. If you have any questions while I'm walking, let me know. Oh, one of the things that I was gonna talk to you guys about today is something that I've been really working on this week in terms of my next journey. So on my last journey, I took a small cooler so that I could keep any food cold, so I wouldn't have to go to the store every day. But that didn't work. And it was like, you know, like an inexpensive, you know, regular cooler you'd get off of like Walmart or something. And my dad even helped me to like drill holes into the top of the lid and put foam in there. And then I put some like reflective stuff in there, hoping that that would help. It really didn't help that much. I mean, it helped a little bit, better than it would have. So this time on my next journey, I'm thinking about getting a new cooler so that I can keep things cold, because I don't want to have to keep going in stores every day. But some of the ones that are better, that hold like ice retention for like, you know, more than a few days, they're like $400. And you know, I don't have that, and I'm not spending that. I don't even want to spend 100, but I guess like some of the better ones are. So, do you guys have any extra ideas about coolers? Or would you spend the money? Like, would that be something that would be like a thing you would do? I'm curious because I've been researching for a couple days, and I've narrowed it down to a couple that are like, I found one that was like 55, and I think it said it retained ice for like 4 to 5 days, which that's fine for me. I don't mind if I go in the store every few days. And then there's one at Walmart for like 78, but I don't know if I need that. But especially because like when I'm out and I do shop, or if I go get something to eat and like I'm one person, I can't eat like so much, then I like to save the leftovers for the next day. And if I don't have a cooler, it's hard. Look at this cool thing. It's like a little path. This path is actually leading to the meditation garden here. So maybe, I don't know if it's open, but maybe I can peek the camera in. Oh, look. Yeah, so this is the meditation garden. Hold on, there's people. This is actually a very beautiful place, and I think if it's not open, when it does come back open, I was thinking about doing a video here, because I did an ASMR video when I was at the Mississippi Petrified Forest, and a lot of people like that one. So I think I'm gonna do a couple more ASMR videos and see how it goes. Hold on, there's people. Oh, dang. Well, I guess it is what it is. I was trying not to get the camera in their face. So anyways, I was thinking about doing one of the ASMR videos here at the meditation garden whenever it's open. Let me see if it's, no. Wait, is it open? No. Let's see. So it's the Self-Realization Fellowship. And then that's the entrance in there.
Always experiencing failure and very limited happiness and success.
Yeah. And then let's see if you could see it from here. There's like this like temple looking thing down there, and that's part of the Self-Realization Fellowship thing. And then there's actually a building a few streets down where you can go and meditate. There's a room with like a bunch of chairs and stuff. Let me go up here. But this meditation garden is beautiful. They have koi fish, they have an overlook of the ocean, they have a bunch of beautiful plants and trees, they have benches that you could just sit and listen to the ocean, and it's quiet, so everybody in there is just like quietly walking around. When I used to live here, I would try to come here like once a week just to be near quiet. So how you guys been doing with the lockdown? Is it lifting anywhere where you guys are? Because in California, not so much. The only thing that came back open was like the beaches. Then people ruined it because they were gathering. So the governor was like, we're gonna shut some of the beaches back down. But some beaches are still open, clearly. And I don't know, people have to ruin things, I guess. Because I don't think it's that hard. They said just don't gather and don't, like, they don't want people just sitting around. So it's like, go take a walk on the beach. Go do that and then move on. But people ruined it. Phase 1 starts here on my birthday. Oh, happy birthday coming up. You know, in California, I haven't heard anything. Like April 30th came and went, and then the governor didn't even say, okay, we're gonna go till May 15th or whatever. Like nothing's been said. I'm like, get it together. We need to know things. I don't know. It's kind of annoying. I think there's several states that has at least a phase 1. And some of the restaurants are opened in some of the other areas. Oh, people are behind me. I'm gonna go up here and let them pass. Plus, I think my phone is getting a little hot too. So, not as hot as it was in Palm Springs because it was like 100 degrees. And today is a very beautiful 70-something degrees. Let's see. Gyms don't open till phase 3 in Washington. Phase 3. I need gyms to come open, not for the gym part, because I mean, that's not a big thing. But I need Planet Fitness to open because I need to get showers so I can get on the road. Oh, okay, here's this J Street viewpoint. Let me walk up here and show you guys this viewpoint. There's a bunch of steps, so get ready for some huffing and puffing. I'm gonna turn my camera around so you can see. It's kind of similar to the last one, but this one has like more seating and more space to spread out and look or take a nap. But do you see what I mean about the brown water? So you got people living right here. I would love to have an apartment like right overlooking the ocean like that. Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. All right. So I just love the ocean. I just could sit and listen to that ocean forever. It's just so peaceful. And whenever I go to the beach, I don't ever go in the water. I just usually sit and write or take a nap or read, meditate. It's just so peaceful. Uh, what is your favorite movie? That's a good question. I'm not like the biggest, hugest movie person, but one of my favorite movies, it's so old, is Sister Act 2. It's just such a, like, an uplifting movie. Gosh, like, what is your favorite movie? What is some of you guys' favorite movies? Maybe it'll jog. I have, like, I always call it movie amnesia. I don't think it's a real thing, but like, I'll literally watch a movie and the next day I'll be like, what was in that movie? Like, what happened in that movie? Or somebody could be like, oh, did you see that movie? And I'm like, I'm not sure. I don't remember when I see movies or not, or what happened in them. Or I'll start a movie and I'll be like, oh, I've seen this movie before, but like, I don't know that I did because I always forget. My favorite movie is John Wick and Ford versus Ferrari. I've seen John Wick. That was a good movie. I don't know Ford versus Ferrari. I'll have to look that one up. Oh, you know what movie I love? I love Talladega Nights because it's so silly. And also Napoleon Dynamite. Some of the stupidest movies, but so funny. I think when I watch movies, like, I just like to like zone out and not be like think about things too seriously. And those movies are so like funny. Like, they just do dumb things in those movies. So those are some movies I like. Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan, and Back to the Future. I don't know if I saw Star Wars 2. I've seen Star Wars. I just don't know which ones I've seen. Back to the Future was an excellent movie. Excellent movie. I think it was like such a classic. I mean, it still is a classic, and you can't go wrong with that. Let me get down here in the shade so I can see what you said. Ford versus Ferrari is a very good and best movie of all time. My favorite is your favorite actor. Sorry if I'm missing something. I'll have to check out that Ford versus Ferrari. If you're asking me who my favorite actor, I really like, as an actor, I really like Tom Hanks. I think he does a great job in all the films he's in, especially Castaway. That was such a good movie. That is probably one of my favorites because it was just so well done. And for him to have to act by himself and like keep the whole movie rolling with is, I'm like, where's my car? To keep the whole movie going with like no other people, just with that volleyball, that was amazing. That's real true acting. And he was good, like basically been good in like everything. Even in Mr. Rogers, the new movie about Mr. Rogers. Well, it's not new, but you know, he was really good in that too. Oh, hold on. Turn my car on because it's hot in the car. Hold on one second. I don't want it to connect to the Bluetooth because then you won't be able to hear me. Can you guys still hear me? Whenever I get in my car and turn my car on, my car automatically like connects to Bluetooth, and it like shuts down my phone's, you know, regular whatever. My favorite actor is Keanu Reeves, and search for Keanu Reeves' life story. Okay, Keanu Reeves is a really good actor. Truly a great actor. Um, I will check out his story. I actually don't really know much more about him than that. Some of his movies I've seen have been really good. Um, he is a gentleman in real life, I heard. Oh, I love that. That's amazing. I love when, you know, celebrities are just regular, because we're all just regular people. Like, you know, they're just doing their job. That is their job. Oh, Canadian? I didn't know that. That is an interesting factoid. Um, you know, it's just like they're just regular people. That's their job. That's what they're doing, and they're good at it. So I don't know, like, I don't really buy into the whole like celebrity, like I'm above you attitude, because that's just not cool. I don't appreciate that. Like, of course, I know that they have like a different lifestyle, so they have to protect, like, people are always grabbing at them and like trying to be near them. So you have to kind of protect yourself. So I get that. But, you know, when you have the opportunity, you should still be nice to people. Kanye West has the biggest ego. He does have a huge ego. He's very self-assured. Um, yeah, he definitely does. There are so many people out here. Like, I guess I'm a little shocked that there are so many people out and about, but I think they had a protest out here to like reopen things. So I guess people are just taking things in their own matters, they're taking matters into their own hands. Keanu Reeves' wife, oh, she did in 1999, and a little daughter aged 3 months old. Don't tell me that. That's so sad. Oh my gosh, that is terrible. I did not know that. That is really sad. I hate hearing stories like that. I'm sure everybody does. Um, yeah, that's really sad. Where is, oh, Two Sisters in a Cocktail. I don't know. That's my friend Ivana. Two Sisters in a Cocktail. It's her and her sister Stephanie, and they have a YouTube channel and their Instagram, and they don't have a lot of content yet, but they'll sit and they'll like drink different cocktails and wines and stuff, and it's pretty funny. So I think they should continue to do more. So hopefully we'll see more from them. Um, but yeah. So let's see. We talked about the celebration. Um, okay, so you know what's funny about this is, so after we hit the 4,000 hours, which so many people participated, and so when I announced that we hit the 4,000 watch hours, some people were just like so invested that they're like, I'm gonna keep going. Let's just get to 5,000 watch hours. Let's just get to 10,000 watch hours. And I was just like, I mean, I'm not mad at you. Like, you know, if you want to keep going, because that helps the channel just in general. But we did hit our goal, so you don't have to. I mean, you didn't have to do anything, you know, in the first place. But I appreciate it. But people have been super just like helpful for it. Um, but people were asking, okay, you know, now that we've hit this goal, like, how can I help, or what's next? Well, first of all, um, if you haven't already, like this live stream, because that helps. Anytime you like or comment on any videos I put out, that helps. Anytime you just watch any of my videos, just like as they come out, I usually post 3 videos a week and this live stream. So when new videos come out, you know, if you have your notifications on, you'll get an alert that says, okay, Travel Snacks has a new video. And if you watch it, you know, when it comes out, that really helps YouTube know that people are really interested. You don't have to like binge watch all my videos anymore. As if you were doing that. I appreciate that so much. But if you just watch as normal, or watch old videos that you haven't watched, that's helpful. Another thing I tell people that's helpful and doesn't cost you any money towards me directly is, I have a link in the description of all my videos. It's a link to Amazon. And what it does is, if you just use that link, like if you're going to shop on Amazon anyways, you can just click that link, and then anything you buy, I'm like part of the Amazon like associates program, so I get like, you know, a few cents or whatever added towards my balance, so that I can use that for different things. And to date, I think I've made like $20. So that's a big deal to me. So if you're going to shop on Amazon anyways, just use my link, and it doesn't affect anything you do. It doesn't cost you any extra money. It's just like, basically they call it an advertising fee. So they're basically like, you know, paying me like a little bit of money for sending people to Amazon. So that's another helpful thing that you can do that doesn't cost anything extra than you were already going to spend. But mainly it's just, you know, watching Travel Snacks and being involved in the comments and stuff, because I do read all the comments and I respond to all the comments, and I use that area to kind of look for like uh, different ideas. Like if people talk about certain things, then I'm like, okay, that's important to people, so I want to cover that. So that's actually really helpful too. Um, and then, yeah, that's pretty much like, you know, just basically do what you've been doing. Just watch the Travel Snacks videos and comment, and that's pretty much it. Um, let's see, what else can I tell you? I have a lot of videos coming up. I have so many videos on my computer just ready, like I just have to edit them all, and it takes a bit of time for me to do that. So I have a video coming out about the Nude Bowl, and that's like this abandoned skate park in the middle of the desert, which is going to be very cool. I did a drive around video in San Diego downtown last night, which was a sunset, and that was beautiful. I'm going to do a drive around video in Carlsbad, which is a beach town. Probably gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna try to do that probably around sunset as well. And I have the bioluminescence video from last night. I really hope that comes out so that you can see. I know that you'll be able to see like blue like flickers in the water. I just don't know how clear it's gonna be. And then I'm still wrapping up my journey back home. So if you remember, I was in Louisiana when like all the lockdown stuff was coming into place and when Planet Fitness got shut down. So I'm getting to that place in my journey where I'm going to be showing you like how that all went down, and how, like I filmed myself driving for the 24 hours to get home. And so I have a few videos that I'll be putting up of that. And then there's a lot of things like near where I live in the desert. Like my family is friends with a family that owns an alpaca farm. And alpacas are fun and awesome. So I'm going to talk to them and see if I can do a video or a live stream from there. It's kind of in the middle of the desert, so I don't know what their reception is. So we'll see depending on that. And there's this area in the desert that has like, I don't know if it's one train, like an old abandoned train, or if it's multiple trains. But my dad is excited to go there. So I was like, let's do that if we can. It's just like, it's harder to do the ones that are in the middle of the desert because it's just so hot. So we have to try to do that like in the earlier part of the day or like closer to the end of the day. But is that something you guys are interested in? Like old things that have been like abandoned in the desert, or like old like ghost towns or deserted places, or even like mines, like old mines, like gold mines or whatever. Also my son, he was like, do you know about bushcraft? And I was like, I don't even know what bushcraft is. And then he was like, it's like catch and cook, like fish. And I was like, I don't know how to fish. So he's like, you should do that. You should go try to camp out by yourself and try to do it. And that would be for a fun video. Like, it would be pretty funny because like I'd have to buy gear, so that'd be a video of trying to figure that out. And also like me trying to catch a fish. I don't know. I think it'd be fun and interesting, but I guess we'll see. But there's so many things, like I like new ideas. I like to try new things and push my limits. Not crazy, like I'm not going like rock climbing or anything super dangerous, but you know, I like to try new things and try new areas. So you know, I really need Planet Fitness to open. At least in like, because the next journey that I'm going to go on, I'm pretty much going to go through Nevada up to Idaho and then Wyoming, and I think it's Colorado. I don't know, Utah, I think. Anyways, I'm gonna go in those states. So if those states, at least like Idaho, has Planet Fitness open, then I can spend some time in those cooler environments and start making more videos. And those places have a lot of lakes, hiking trails, mines, ghost towns. There's a lot of stuff. So I'm really excited about getting back doing that. And if they don't open anytime soon, I'm gonna have to figure out other shower needs, like figuring out how to shower somehow in my car, or I don't know. I don't know, something. Because I can't just keep sitting at home all the time. So I just want to make sure that I'm being respectful of other people, but I really want to, you know, get it popping and get some things happening with new videos. So, any final questions before I wrap it up for the day? Because I think after this, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm either gonna stay the night down here one more night, um, or I'm gonna drive home. But it's very hot where I'm staying, so I don't know. I don't know. It seems very nice to just stay here one more night, but I guess I'll just like play it by ear and see what I feel like doing a little bit later, because I still want to do like at least 1 or 2 drive around videos here and then see what it's like later. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying sane during this time. I hope you guys are at least getting out for walks, that you're connecting with loved ones, taking care of your mental health. It's very important. Your physical health is important, and also your self-care and mental health. It's very important. Make sure that you get a little sunlight. Make sure you get fresh air. That's like, I know a lot of people that they're very scared to go out of their houses and stuff, but also you need, you're a human, so you need human things like air and sun and stuff like that. So once again, I thank you guys. I celebrate you. I celebrate you with these balloons, and I just appreciate each and every one of you for just sticking with Travel Snacks and just taking it to the next level. You guys will be like the OGs of Travel Snacks. So when our channel has like 100,000 and we get that 100,000 plaque, and when our channel has like 500,000 to 1,000,000 or whatever, you guys could say, I was there before she had 1,000 subscribers, and you can be like true snack pack, like the beginning pack. So thank you again for joining today, and I will see you guys on the next live stream and see you guys in the next videos. Thank you again. Enjoy the rest of your weekend too, and have a great one, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye for now.